When the war started, Tom Adlam had just qualified as a teacher. He was commissioned as a second lieutenant in the 7th Battalion, Bedfordshire Regiment, and arrived in France in early 1916.
In my sector, we removed all the people from my section of the front line, except my platoon, and we were there to see what the effect was. The artillery worked a kind of box barrage, where our heavy guns simply blasted that area for a long time to make them think we would attack, you see. They played on the wires to break the wire up. We had to keep as far back as we could so as not to be shelled by our own guns. Then they eased up the barrage to give the Germans a chance to come out of their dugouts to man the trenches. We heard whistles and sounds going on, hooters and things, looking as if they were being called out to man the trenches. Then we had in our trench a whole battery of Stokes mortars with piles of ammunition beside them. We gave them time just to sort of come out of their trench, and then we let loose with these things. They were bursting on the ground, in the air, all over. You never saw such a thing. You would drop one in the spout, it goes off. You'd drop another one in. It goes off so quickly you could have 3 or 4 of these things in the air at one time. It looked as if a great deal of damage was done. We heard shrieks and yells and things afterwards. That's all there is to it, really. I got right up to their wire after the first lot of bombs had finished to see how much wire was broken up, and I got caught up in it. My Batman had to come out to see what I was up to as it happened. My platoon was out in front, and the rest of the company was back some 200 yards, and my particular friend, who was sitting with his platoon, probably wondering what was happening out in front. A shell came along and he was killed. I was in the dangerous position, not a scratch. He was in safety and he was killed. That's the sort of thing that happened, you see.
On the 27th of September 1916, Tom led a small attack on an enemy position near Teepvale, where he used captured German grenades to attack and then charge an enemy strongpoint, despite being badly wounded. Tom was awarded the Victoria Cross for his gallantry on the Somme. He retired from the army as a colonel and died in 1975, aged 81.